Okay, you beautiful passengers, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck. And yes, elephant in the room right here, I don't have a hat on. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got my hat right here. I don't have it far away, but I'm just figuring change it up a little bit, you know. What's it gonna hurt to not wear a hat for a few videos and just see how people react to me not having a hat? So I say go for it, and let me know down in the comments below, you know, are y'all okay with me not wearing a hat? Because this is something that might take some getting used to if I do it on a regular basis. So with that said though, we are here to watch Moon Girl. This is season 1, episode 15, I believe, and the last episode ended off with the Beyonder talking to Mimi, saying they're coming for you, and I'm like, oh, holy crap, we have got to watch the next episode. So this is where I am. I'm here to watch this next episode. I can't remember the exact title to this episode, but I do know it is part 1. I think it's like issue something number 1, OMG issue 1. I think that's what it is. OMG issue 1 part 1. So I know this is a 2-part season final type thing going on. Am I gonna watch it in one video? No, for me, I'm gonna watch this part here first, and then later on watch part 2. Am I gonna just go ahead and take those 2 different reactions and just push them together into one video? Very doubtful, honestly. But, you know, I say let's go ahead and watch part 1 though, at the least right now, and just have a good time watching it, because I want to find out what the frick is going to happen to Mimi, and if I've been right this whole time about her being the woman in the picture. So let's put this earbud in. Let's put this earbud in. Get the flipping hair out the way. 3, 2, 1, and play. All right, what are we doing? Code name, Moon Girl. This has got to be Mimi. I'm telling y'all.
What are you doing?
Turn around. I know it's you, Mimi.
Get Moon Girl!
OMG. Oh? Shield.
Shield? Lady?
Agent Maria Hill.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's Maria Hill. Come on.
Beehive symbol, huh? Little help, big guy?
Ah, when she said big guy, I thought she meant Hulk at first.
Thingamajiggy, the original Moon Girl.
That's Mimi. It's gotta be.
What she'd say if she knew you used her plans with superheroes. Hold that. That's bonkers.
Sorry about the flashing in the back, by the way. I got turtles on the TV.
Wait, people who worked with the OMG want with the new MG. I can never.
OMG, Old Moon Girl. That's what it stands for. It doesn't stand for oh my god,
What if those
or oh my goodness, or oh my gosh.
See what I did there?
There's a lot of OMGs out there.
They forced her into hiding.
Question is why are you not in that photo?
For a marketing consultant.
We're not.
Those are some new logo and uniform ideas. With my help, Shield could stand.
Oh, no. Casey. No.
Hey,
No, that is not what they need
There
from
was
you.
an original Moon Girl. Who was she?
Oh my gosh.
But I'm.
Oh, come on. It is S.H.I.E.L.D. How can y'all let people escape?
I would have played the computer or your dad.
Ah, there's Mimi.
Distracted, baby girl? You know I can read you like a cereal box. The queen can win the game all on her own, because she got it like that.
But you're just running away the whole time. If you let some of your other pieces do the work, you might not lose.
I noticed that the queen is broken.
Good
Huh.
game, baby.
Interesting metaphor
We're
there.
out of butter, James. Will you help?
This one's on the house.
I don't know why she said that.
Yeah.
Those were
No,
really
they are $4.25. You get that money, my dude.
You want these to go?
I feel like there's some actual stakes in this episode. Well, that's obviously Maria Hill. Nope, Mimi.
Now what What's the code for self-destruct, sweetheart?
Your blueprints?
She's Moon Girl. Moon Girl.
Age ain't nothing but an integer. Too black to crack.
You're...
Long way since Professor Kirby's class.
This is just
Professor Kirby.
You ready to make
Nice little reference to Jack Kirby there.
Remember? We're supposed to use code names from now on.
Yeah, that's a lot to absorb out of nowhere, isn't it, girl?
You're the OMG?
You must have a million questions firing off in that beautiful
Yes, we
brain of yours,
do.
but they're gonna have to hold. We need
I know, I have to wait till the
destroy
second
this
freaking
right
episode, and we'll
now.
find out
They
tonight.
cannot get their hands on it.
Your money's been well spent, sir.
Without my schematics and her coding, it couldn't open a can of peaches.
General, I can assure you, these people didn't make anything but a pot of coffee.
Oh, heck no! We
These
busted our
people,
butts on
huh?
this, and now you're gonna just...
I see what we're doing here.
This is our baby. If you say that you're the papa,
I'd say this is the
Wait,
70s.
we haven't tested it. We
This
can't be
is
sure.
definitely
sure of anymore, Miriam.
some things that were happening. Oh, I was about to say, don't tell me it's Devil Dinosaur, but this is way worse than Double D. This is some Cthulhu crap. Way to just stand there in the face of all of that without flinching.
First test complete.
What just happened? No one can ever erase us.
I know it's a little on the nose there, but it is some commentary that needs to be had. I mean,
If he gets
back in the 70s,
this generator, he's gonna try to
this
open
is the kind of
portals to
discrimination
other
they dealt with.
dimensions,
Gives no meaning to the phrase.
I like this villain.
Am I right?
I'm Maris Morlock, the big bad Rohan in charge of the Enclave. And
Oh man, I don't know anything about this villain, but I like him.
I brought them.
Uh-oh. Don't mess with Mimi.
That's the rubber street claws all up on the bed. That's going through my grandbaby's stuff.
Oh my gosh.
See you no better than that.
So y'all are so used to Mimi that y'all were just not even worried about what's going on in that bedroom. Okay.
I got it.
Thank you, Mimi.
Oh, Mimi, get some of the neon treatment. Let's do
Open
this.
that portal by any means necessary.
Don't let for anyone or anything that threatens me in mind. Don't let my age fool you. These
Oh, yeah, she's a scientist. She knows what she's doing.
You got the power. Everything you need is inside of you.
Oh, I like that line. Everything that you need is inside of you.
It's just math. Find Moon Girl equals find the portal.
It is simple math. Well, this episode ain't quite over yet, but holy crap, they're losing. Just do it. They're gonna blow up the basement. What about the people that are in the house?
That's cause you'd lost your everlasting mind.
So,
I like that
the
she
new
didn't say
Moon Girl
ever-loving
is what?
mind.
Your grandbaby?
She said everlasting mind. There is a difference.
It's a thermal lock that engages on the heat of your body.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna say something like that, I mean, yeah, cool your body off.
If this hover base,
A liquid nitrogen cooling system.
That's out of nowhere.
To the moon and back.
Oh, come on, Mimi. Why did I have to only watch one episode in this two-parter?
devil.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it, unfortunately. Okay, I get devil, but what about your family? I'm a little more concerned about your family than I am about Double D, because obviously we can't have Double D and Moon Girl without Double D. So Double D is going to be fine. And I shouldn't have ended on, oh my gosh, I should have literally just watched both freaking episodes, because now I'm going to be wondering how the heck are they going to even get out of this mess, because you've got to have, you can't just have them lose. I mean, although if this was the end of season 1, that would have been fan-frickin-tastic. That it would have just been left on this cliffhanger until they returned. That's what they should have done. But, of course, you know, they got to kind of finish the story out. Let season 1 end on a good note. And then season 2, we start out, you know. Hopefully, though, something... oh, wait. Did I say Mr. X in that show? Ah, geez. Gravity Falls? No, I was thinking of an Amphibia. Whatever. My mind is on the previous episode of what I just watched, because I was... get my mind straight. Moon Girl, Double D. Let's do this. Okay. I'm back. Okay, y'all. My mind is, like, really scattered right now, because I watched an episode of Haley's On It, and that had something that I'm interested in actually looking up and finding out, and now I'm watching this, which, holy crap, this was a good episode to end up on tonight, because... first off, yes, my theory on her being the OMG, the original Moon Girl, okay, I was correct, but at the same time, the villain that came out of this, he's so calm, cool, and collected. I like those villains so much more than, you know, the villains that are always just rowdy and, you know, hyper and just ready to always just up for a fight. Nah, this guy... cool, calm, collected. He don't even have to get his hands dirty. He just twists that little finger or ring or whatever it is. And the only reason I went to this hand instead of this hand is because, of course, I got a ring on this hand. But just flicks it, pushes the button, boom, things happen. He's calm, cool, and collected. I like him. And, I mean, granted, yes, you know, his art came out of, you know, just out of nowhere, and just all of a sudden he's a villain, and that wasn't a good snap. So let's try that again. There we go. His art came out of, you know what, they're trying to take credit for our work, so now I'm a villain, so screw them. But Mimi, on the other hand, did things the right way, and she's like, nah, I'm just going to destroy everything, so here's the self-destruct button, boom, I'm gone. So, yeah, I like everything about this episode. Next episode, obviously, I'm going to like as well, because we're going to get some closure, and we know that Double D is going to be fine, blah, blah, blah. But then on top of that, the episode does touch on a subject that, you know, it needs to be touched on from time to time, and that is the discrimination that was back in the day. You know, this was roughly the 70s. You can kind of get a feel for it with the music and the atmosphere and the dress code that was going on. So... for black people, there's a lot of discrimination going on back in the 70s, and it might even be late 60s, but there was a lot of discrimination. And then you had these people trying to take credit for what, you know, kind of like the people behind the scenes on all the moon landing stuff. There were people behind the scenes that weren't white that didn't get as much credit because, you know, well, you know what? Hidden Figures. I know that's just, you know, I know they took some liberties with that movie, but it is still historical. The movie Hidden Figures tells the story of people behind the scenes on the moon landing and stuff like that. So there was discrimination back in the day, and I feel like they're pulling from the movie Hidden Figures when it comes to this. And yeah, that's stuff that needs to be talked about. And I feel like they're doing things the right way with this show. And I know I'm speaking from ignorance when it comes to discrimination and stuff from the late 60s, early 70s, because obviously I didn't grow up around that time. And I don't have any family that, you know, faces that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm speaking from a lack of understanding. So I kind of, you know, I can't really touch too much more on it other than to say, you know, some of these people, some of these hidden figures, going back to the movie there, some of these hidden figures in history need to be brought to the light to be like, hey, you know, we had this to do with this, you know, can't we get some credit too? That I agree with. We need to do some more of that. But, you know, it sounds horrible to say it that way, but it is what it is. I mean, you kind of gotta not accept, but I don't know the right words to say with that. You know, yeah, I don't know the right words to say on that. It sounds horrible for me to say, but we kind of got to accept the past and try to make things right as possible, as well as moving on, because the sheer and simple fact is someone like me, I didn't have nothing to do with that, so I can't sit here and be like, hey, here's how I can make it right. I kind of didn't do that, so yeah, how can I make it right? You know, and you know, it just, I don't know, it's hard to explain, and I know I'm off on a tangent. That it is what it is. But yeah, I say good episode. It brings issues to the forefront that need to be brought up, and they're doing it the right way. Some of these shows out here, I don't agree with the way they're doing it. And if you want to know what I mean, by all means, jump down to the comments. Say, hey, what do you mean by that statement? And I'll gladly tell you. So, with that said, I need to just shut up before I put my foot in my mouth by accident, because I know some things can get twisted and stuff like that. So, I'm just going to shut up. Because I don't want to accidentally have stuff said that I'm not saying. So, yeah. Y'all know the drill, though. I'm going to shut up. Hit the like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.